You know those days when you finish work and you just feel like a bump on a log? Like all the good energy has been drained out of you and you want to just collapse on the couch and not move? This video is for those moments. This is a quick pick-me-up to get you back to feeling good. This one is not a workout. It's a pretty gentle sequence, so it's okay if you're not athletic or flexible. We'll be moving and stretching the body, but the main focus is on changing the way you feel, on resetting your energy so you can enjoy the rest of your night. We'll start out in child's pose, the classic child's pose, with your knees close together, your hands back by your feet, and your forehead resting down on the mat. Settle into this posture, and if you need to, wiggle around to make any adjustments needed to get you feeling good. Maybe inching the shoulders a couple millimeters forward if you feel any compression in the back. And once you are where you want to be, allow yourself to relax here. Come into an easy, natural breath in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, notice the expansion, the broadening through your back. As you breathe out, allow any tension that might be built up within you to start to melt away. And now we'll transition into a wide-legged child's pose. Bring your knees out towards the edge of the mat and walk your hands forward as far forward as they'll go, and allow your forehead to rest back on the mat. Notice the change in sensation in this version of child's pose. Stay with your breath. Notice if any of your muscles are unconsciously holding on. If they are, you can give them permission to let go, to soften. And now lift your head and come forward so you're lying on your belly, supported on your elbows. Your elbows are under your shoulders, so you're in a Sphinx pose. If that feels like too much of a back bend, you can walk the elbows a little farther forward. As you inhale, lift the crown of your head upwards to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, allow your upper body to relax. This posture feels so nice after hours of sitting. So great for counteracting that rounded back position that we sometimes slump into in front of the computer screen. Really nice for the lower back. If you're craving a deeper back bend here, you can come into a seal pose by bringing your hands onto the ground under your shoulders, and then inhale, lift yourself back up. This is only if it feels good to you, only if you've got a flexible spine. If you feel good on your elbows, then that's where you want to be. Now come to sitting on your heels at the back of your mat with a nice tall spine. We're going to move into an earth flow, so we'll be flowing but staying close to the ground. We'll repeat this sequence 3 times, and I'll show you the first one a little slower. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky, grab the left wrist with the right hand, and exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to center, switch the wrists, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center, palms face forward, hinge forward from the waist, and exhale, bring hands and forehead to the ground. Back to extended child's pose, but knees together this time. So this next one, go ahead and watch me first. We're going to pretend there's an invisible bar above us that we need to get under. So as you inhale, come up on your forearms first and arch your spine, and then rise up onto your hands and knees, coming into this cow pose from our cat-cow. And then exhale, round the back, chin towards your chest. That invisible bar is not there anymore. It's magically gone away. And inhale once more, arch the spine, your head and tailbone raise. And exhale, sit back on your heels, forehead down. Inhale, sit back up. That's round 1 of our flow. We'll do the next 2 a little faster. Inhale, sweep the arms up, opposite side this time. Left hand grabs right wrist, exhale, left. Deep side stretch, inhale back to center, other side. Inhale to center, palms forward, exhale, child's pose, forehead down. Inhale, scoop up under this invisible bar, exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, arch. And exhale, sit back on your heels, child's pose. Inhale, lift up to sitting. Exhale, ground. Third round, inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, right hand grabs left wrist, exhale, right. Inhale back to center, other side. Maybe you're going deeper now. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold forward, forehead down. Inhale, come up, rise up, arching your spine under the bar. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, arch, melting all the stiffness out of the spine. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, lift up to sitting. Now, hands on waist, inhale, come to standing on your knees. I'll turn so you can see me. Extend your right leg out straight, lining your right foot up with your left knee. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and exhale, slide your right hand down the side of your right leg and lean towards the right, gazing up at your left hand. You're only leaning as far as is comfortable here. That might not be very far, that's okay. Left fingers reaching high to create length through the left side body. Exhale, bring your left arm down, come back onto both knees. For the other side, extend your left leg, left foot in line with right knee. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left hand slides down the leg as you lean towards the left. As we stretch, we create space for breath and energy to flow more easily. And inhale back to center. And come down onto hands and knees. From your tabletop, tuck your toes and press your hips up into a downward facing dog. Adjust your hands and feet if needed to get them in the right spot. Prioritize a long spine here, so bend your knees if needed. Pedal out your knees briefly. Lift up onto your tiptoes, pressing your hips high. And then press your heels down towards the earth. Hands pressing firmly into the mat. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take your hands to your waist and allow the crown of your head to dangle towards the floor. Any discomfort here, bend your knees. You can also widen your feet to avoid any back pain. And then reach your hands up behind your back, interlace your fingers, and draw the hands as far forward as they'll go. Keep your breath steady. Observe any sensations in the shoulders, the back of the legs. And inhale. Bring your hands onto your shins. Come into a halfway lift, crown of the head, reaching forward, back parallel to the floor. And exhale, slide your hands back down to the mat. Walk them to the middle of the mat and maneuver your feet so you're in a wide-legged stance. Bring your hands so they're directly under your head, and scoot the left hand over so it's centered. Inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky, coming into a twist. Hopefully that feels really good on your left inner thigh and through your torso and your back. And we're opening the right shoulder. We're doing so many things with this one posture. And exhale, hand back to the ground, and we'll do the other side. Inhale, left hand sweeps up. Holding here, coming back to that steady rhythm of your breath. Exhale, bring your left hand down and rotate, face the front of the mat and come back into a tabletop. From here, we'll place the left knee so it's in the middle of the mat. Extend your right leg out straight. Inner edge of your right foot lined up with your left knee. Left hand comes in line as well. Kickstand your left shin at about 80 degrees to create stability. Place your right hand on your hip, and then we'll do something a little different. Slide your right foot back so it's about 6 inches beyond the edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm down and in front of you, and then alongside your right ear, creating a really nice stretch for your right hip flexor, the right side of the body, the right side of the ribs. Allow your head to hang here if your neck is comfortable, and enjoy that feeling of expansion through the right side of the body, creating more space for the breath. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat, coming back to tabletop. And we'll do the other side. So you're lining up your left foot, right knee, right hand. Kickstanding your left shin, left hand on your waist. Slide your left foot back. And inhale, left arm up and over. Gaze up. Sending your breath towards any areas you feel space being created. Exhale, bring your left hand down, come back to your tabletop. From here, tuck your toes and come back into a squat. If you need to keep your heels lifted or place something under them, you can do that, or keep your hands down for support if you need to. Otherwise, you're here with your feet flat on the ground, your palms pressed together, elbows pressing the knees wide, spine nice and long. Your hands are in a gesture of thanksgiving, so take a moment here to close your eyes and think of something from today or this week that you're grateful for. Maybe it's that we won't be in this pose for very long, which is in fact the case. This may be a pose you love or it may be a pose you hate, but really it's so good if you spend a lot of time sitting, so good for the ankles, the legs, the hips, the lower back. And even if it's hard right now, it really does get easier if you practice it on a regular basis. And we'll let ourselves come down to sitting. Scoot yourself forward towards the front of the mat. Keep your knees bent and lie down on your back. And we'll come into a short bridge flow. Your fingertips are close to or touching the backs of your heels. Inhale, lift your hips up as you bring your arms overhead. And exhale, arms and hips come down. We're just doing this 3 times, so here we go. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lift. And this time, keep your hips lifted. Exhale your arms alongside your body and clasp your hands underneath your hips. And walk your elbows and shoulders closer towards each other. Press your hips up towards the sky, creating a mini back bend here. And breathe. You only want to be bending the spine as much as feels comfortable. So if it feels like too much, just ease out gently. You can keep a straight spine if you need to. This is really nice for engaging the muscles of the front of the body that have been just resting while we're sitting at work. Go ahead and separate the hands, move your arms to your sides, and vertebrae by vertebrae come down onto the mat. Separate your feet a little wider and allow your knees to rest against each other. Taking a moment here just to rest with a neutral spine. Now scoot your pelvis over towards the left and allow both knees to gently fall towards the right. Left arm stretches out to rest either with straight arm or elbow bends. If your neck is comfortable, your head looks towards the left. Eyes can close here. And enjoy this reclining twist. Picture yourself being wrung out like a sponge here with this twist, so that any leftover energetic sludge is being rinsed away by the combination of the twist and the breath. Inhale, lift your knees up and scoot your pelvis over towards the right. Allow the knees to fall to the left, right arm towards the right, your head towards the right. Scan the body to see if there's anywhere you're unconsciously holding on to any tightness, and if so, invite those muscles to let go. And lift your knees up, bring your spine back to neutral, and extend your legs, bringing your heels out near the corners of the mat, allowing your arms to rest a little ways away from your sides, palm face up, coming into our final Shavasana here. It's going to be a mini Shavasana for me, but you're welcome to stay longer if you like. Inviting yourself to just really let go, embrace this complete energetic reset. When you come out of this Shavasana, you'll be refreshed, renewed, ready to continue on with the rest of your evening. Again, option to stay here longer if you like, but if you're ready to move, stretch yourself out long. Come onto either side and bring yourself up to sitting. And this concludes our practice, but this is a really nice moment to spend a few extra minutes in meditation if you like. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you're feeling good. I wish you a wonderful rest of your night. Namaste.